Hello, my precious friends. Welcome to Golden Truth Tarot. Before I start today's video, I want to remind you that if you are interested in beautiful, high quality gemstone jewelry, like the rings that you see on my fingers, or like this beautiful labradorite necklace, like these different necklaces or bracelets, you can order them online on www.goldentruthtarot.com. The link you can find here below this video or in the description box. Shipping is worldwide. Thank you so much. And now let's move on to today's video. Bye bye. Hi, Aquarius. Welcome to your December reading. Now, let's get started with the first week of December. During this week, those of you who are single, from the outside, you will be perceived from others as someone who is very cold, very unemotional, selfish, even bitter at times. And this can be the consequence of you being disappointed by someone who you thought was the true love of your life, someone who had promised you everything, someone who you thought was that Prince Charming or Princess Charming, had all the qualities that you wanted in someone, and they completely turned on you, and now this person has left you with so much pain, so much disappointment, so much regret that it's very hard for you to believe in love and to believe in another person again. So dating during this time can be very challenging, very difficult, and the problem is the energy that you are portraying to others, what you're giving, that first impression. If you are currently in a relationship, Aquarius, especially if you're dating a water sign, someone who has a lot of water energy, so their ascendant or sun sign in either Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, I do see that this person is changing on you. And you're going to notice more of that change in the first week of December, because a lot of you I see are at a stage in your life where you want this relationship to move to the next level. You want to have children. You might be at a specific time where you feel you're ready. You don't want to have fertility issues in the future. You're so focused on that, on having a family and having children, that now that the relationship is becoming serious, now this person is backpedaling. Now they're saying, oh, why changing things? We're good the way we are. They're only thinking about themselves. And the problem is that you're dealing with someone who is emotionally immature, someone who knows how to play the dating game in the beginning, knows how to make you fall in love, has the emotional intelligence to listen to you and give you what you need in the beginning, and it's very charming. But then when life becomes serious, when things become serious, when there's responsibility involved, when there is actually having the time where you actually have to put in the work, now this person is changing their mind, and you're going to notice that more and more is going to be obvious in the beginning of December. In the second week, I do see some problems and some conflict with your extended family when it comes to tradition, when it comes to money, when it comes to finances. This can be due to the fact that for those who are single, for those Aquariuses, you might be pressured by your family to settle down, to live a more traditional lifestyle, while you want to do things your way. You want to be free. You want to have things done the way you want them to be done, without and yes, some family members might even tell you that we're not going to support you financially anymore if you continue to live this way, if you continue to do things this way. They might decide to even maybe threaten you to get you off an inheritance, and you're on your own. If you're going to do things that we don't agree with, then you're on your own. Then we don't support you anymore. We're not there for you anymore. So it's all about money and control and power. For others, if you are in this relationship with this water sign, I do see that one of the reasons is going to that you're going to have this debate and not agree with one another is because this person doesn't want to have this traditional life, this traditional, and they're going to make excuses that they don't have enough money to provide. They're not ready to be married, or they're not ready to have children. They don't have enough to make sure that they can take care of you at this time, or the family. It's very important to pay attention, Aquarius, to what's happening in December, especially and I see a lot of focus on love and relationships, because also on December 7th, Venus, the planet of love and beauty, and it involves finances as well, goes into your sign in Aquarius. So Venus being in Aquarius is going to give you messages, is going to help you realize where you are in terms of your love, in terms of your relationship. Okay, so don't force anything. Take it as something that is happening that is beneficial for you, instead of trying to make something work that is not working, because that can backfire and that can leave you into a position where you're making decisions that you might regret later on, especially because 2024, it's an 8 number in numerology, and 8 is all karmic. Everything that is happening is very, very karmic. So you can't force someone to want to be a parent, want to be married, want to have this same dream that you have. And if you do, and even if they agree and get along with it, they're going to resent you for that. They're going to turn around and say, you know what, I never wanted this. I was never prepared for this. This is not what I was dreaming about, or this is not what I pictured our relationship to be. So make sure you, instead of fighting and arguing, especially in the third week, when we also have a full moon happening in Gemini on December 15th. That full moon in Gemini is going to bring a lot of information, because Geminis are air signs like you are. Is going to bring a lot of information to the surface. So instead of talking too much, and instead of arguing and going back and forward with this person, trying to convince them, just listen, be passive, just be quiet and absorb what they're saying, because they're going to let you know everything that you need to know. You're going to have all those questions answered, as long as you maybe trigger them a little bit and let them say everything they're feeling, everything that it's inside of them. That's the energy of the third week. Okay, 7, be passive, just be quiet, be relax, and allow this situation to unfold. And I do see that a lot of you guys are going to come to a conclusion that you're just different. Okay, that's why the symbol in my deck of cards, it's 2 different shoes. I did that on purpose. That was a symbol on a specific symbol on purpose, to indicate that sometimes people just have different opinions, see things in a different way. You can fight and argue over the same thing and trying to convince someone else. And at times, Aquarius is going to be very stubborn. You can be very rigid in your thinking. It's either this way or it's either your way or the highway. There is no in between. But at times you have to know when something is just not working in your favor. No matter how many good points you have, no matter how good you can sell it to someone and you can convince someone, if it's not for them, it's just not for them. And what's important during December, it's also to have the strength to realize where where you have to give up, where you have to have that strength to say, you know, this didn't work, or this person might have lied to me, or this is not the best thing for me. Having this, that strength, that emotional strength to face the truth of something, it takes more than having physical strength. To have the mental and emotional strength, it takes even more. And that's the calling in the last week of December. Calling is focus, absorb the truth, listen to everything, really process what you're hearing, and then make a decision based on the facts. Because the main thing from this relationship, for those who are in this relationship, I do see that the message from the oracle is snake, attraction, desire. So what the two of you have with one another is a strong desire, a strong attraction. Maybe you might have gotten together just because you were alone for a long time and you wanted to have someone next to you. You wanted someone to love you. You wanted to feel the adrenaline of having a relationship again, or having someone in your life again. But you might have seen some red flags right from the beginning, that you didn't agree and you didn't get along for a lot of things, that you didn't realize at that time, or you put all of that to the side just because of the passion, the chemistry that you felt for one another. And also from and also, even those of you who are single Aquariuses, think about the different dates you might have had. Are you going into those meeting people just based on desire, just based on attraction, just based on things that you want, that are superficial? Or are you going into these dates and meeting people with really with some set values that you want for yourself, or that you're looking for in the future in your partner? Snake, the message from the energy of the snake is all about transformation, shedding the old, shedding the old skin, what doesn't work for us anymore. And this message is so important for you because 2025 is the year of the snake in the Chinese zodiac, meaning this is the time for you to change the way you've been doing things, change the way you've been doing things in your current relationship, change the way you've been doing things in the past. For those who are single, create a new vision for yourself, who you want to be and what do you want to manifest when it comes to love and relationship. But you can't push something into existence just based on, because a big issue here is fertility. Okay, fertility, watermelon, a desire to have children, a desire to create. And you can always, and you're very emotional. A lot of you Aquariuses are very emotional when it comes to this subject. A different way that you can channel that creative energy, if the desire is so strong to have children, is to create something else. Okay, so you can write poetry, you can create art, you can do anything. It's the same way you go through women go through pregnancy and giving birth. When you work on a project, whatever that is specific for you, when you work on something, all the time it takes to prepare it till the point where it's ready, you're ready to give it to the world, is the same sort of creative energy, and it can be very beneficial to feed into that desire, that nurturing that you have. You can nurture something else, you can nurture a project of yours, something that you're passionate about. But don't jump into anything, force something just based on the needs that you have, if you haven't found the right person for you to go along that journey. Okay, because a child is not a property. A child is a blessing that you get in your life, and you have to nurture them, guide them for the rest of being a parent, it's not a job that stops. You're always, once you're a parent, you're always a parent. So it's not something that you can change your mind later. It's something very serious, very important to consider. So don't rush into anything, and work on having that strength to see the reality, to see the truth for what it is, especially in the last week, because I see a lot of you are going to be very emotional, very explosive, very why are things not working out the way I want them to, trying to force something. Just allow things to happen naturally, organically. If they don't, then you have to look at your surroundings and you have to make the changes that are necessary. Okay, Aquarius, this is everything that I see for you. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this reading, please leave me a like, a comment, and also subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on the yearly readings for 2025. And of course, other readings as well. Thank you, and I see you next time. Bye-bye.